whatever. Whatever. You know, it's whatever, really. They had a chance at Adam Driver, right? You know, the guy's American. We know that they don't have a problem with Americans, you know, in the casting because John Lithgow is going to be playing Dumbledore. So they could have had Adam Driver as freaking Snape, but no, they went with this guy. With this guy, Papa Emeritus. So have fun trying to live up to Alan Rickman. Which it's not going to. No, like all these characters, and it just shows that once again, you know, J.K. Rowling, she's working closely with them. It just shows that despite what that side says, she's still one of them. She's still a woke moron. Like, this is a woman who describes the characters in the Harry Potter books, right? You know, Harry, Ron, Hermione. Every person has a physical description. And then, was it the Cursed Child comes out, you know, the play and this and that, and Hermione's black. And everyone's like, well, why is Hermione black? And then J.K. Rowling was like, well, I never said she was white. Bitch, you described what she looked like in the book. You described what she looked like. Like in the book, Snape is described as pretty much white, like sickly looking, but white. Yep, following the books closely, aren't we? Following the books closely, aren't we? HBO's upcoming Harry Potter series has made a controversial casting decision, with Deadline confirming that Papa Emeritus, if only, that'd be great. That'd be great, actually. I mean, for people who don't know, hang on. So when I say Papa Emeritus, this is who I'm talking about. Like top 3, you know, there's all the papas, and we got Cardi. But yeah, when I'm saying Papa Emeritus, this is who I'm talking about. But the man behind Papa Emeritus is this guy right here, Tobias Forge. But yeah, when I said Papa Emeritus, people were like, "Who the fuck is Papa Emeritus?" Yeah, that's him. It's been selected. Papa Sidu, Pop, whatever. Isidu, I really don't care, has been selected to portray Severus Snape. This move fundamentally alters one of J.K. Rowling's most explicitly described characters. Yeah. Again, he is described in the book. He's described in the book. I don't know what it is that these people, you know, it's like, why are people so afraid of just sticking to source material? Is there, you know, and so is it okay if we take like African tribes and take their stories and start making people white? Would that be okay? Oh no, now we have a problem, don't we? But people have no problem taking white characters and race swapping them for really no reason. So again, all these people who hate J.K. Rowling on her side, once again, it's proven that she's still a woke idiot, just like the rest of you. She just has some clear boundary where she knows firmly that, you know, something like trans women aren't actually women. They're biologically men. But she's still a freaking woke idiot like the rest of you. This move fundamentally alters one of the most, disregarding the author's detailed portrayal of in favor of Warner Brothers Discovery's ongoing push for so-called inclusivity. Severus Snape is one of the most vividly outlined characters in Harry Potter, described across multiple books as pale-skinned man. Yeah, pale-skinned. That's not talking about in the 6th book, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Rowling specifically refers to Snape's pigmentation. Snape's pale face, illuminated by the flaming cabin, was suffused with hatred, just as it was, just like it had been before he had cursed Dumbledore. You dare use my own spells against me, Potter. That was a great moment in both the book and the movie. Just Alan Rickman's voice, especially in the movies, like, "You dare use my own spells against me, Potter? Yes, I'm the Half-Blood Prince." Alan Rickman, who brought Snape to life in the original films, embodied this vision with precision because he knew how Snape was going to end. He knew Snape's whole story before any of us. I've said before, there were certain characters where J.K. Rowling, when she was writing them, she knew their fates before the book, any of the other books had been written, and she knew from the beginning what Snape's fate was going to be. So when they were doing the first movie, she was like, "Okay, here's your motivation. This is your story. This is how you die." So he was able to portray this man who was basically hopelessly in love with a woman who despised her kid but yet cared for him at the same time, cares for Harry in a way because it reminds him of Lily, but also he hates Harry because he reminds him of James. So he loves and hates Harry at the same time. But it was, he's like the one person apart from J.K. Rowling who knew his how Snape's story was going to end, which is why he was able to put so much heart and passion and make it so believable, because he knew it. But becoming one of the franchise's most beloved actors. Now, rather than staying true to the source material, HBO has opted in for a race-swapped version of the character, seemingly more concerned with modern Hollywood trends than remaining faithful to Rowling's world. But again, she's working on it as well. And again, despite what people say, she's still a woke idiot just like them. Warner Brothers Discovery's latest casting choice is being framed as a move forward for more inclusive because, there's just no black people in anything ever, especially in recent years. Harry Potter universe, an agenda that's been creeping into the franchise ever since the stage play Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, casting a black actress as Hermione Jean Granger. While Harry Potter was a uniquely British cultural phenomenon grounded in Rowling's storytelling, this new interpretation appears determined to reshape it to fit its ideological narratives rather than respect its origins. Man, I can't wait to see Harry go through a gender crisis where he starts thinking that he's actually a woman. A faithful adaptation, already breaking canon. HBO originally marketed its Harry Potter reboot as a more faithful adaptation of Rowling's books, promising a dive deeper to the story in ways the films could not. However, casting an actor who starkly deviates from the character's canonical description completely undermines that claim. Honestly, whenever someone says live action reboot or live action adaptation, you know what it means. You know what it means. And we were saying this from the beginning. We were hoping that this was just a rumor, a theory, a film theory, and cut. No, we were hoping it was just a theory, but turns out to be true. We were right. This isn't about talent. Papa Emeritus is an accomplished performer, but about altering Snape on fundamental identity level to appease a particular audience rather than respecting the source material. Exactly. People are just tired of this whole, well, we have to race swap. Well, why do we have to? For representation's sake. You do know that black people can still see themselves in Snape, right? That you don't have to. It's like white people. We don't say that, oh, well, we can't relate to a character because they're black. Why do people on that side have this disability to relate to someone if they don't look like them? Dude, like, we fucking play games where we're not even playing as humans and we relate to the characters. There's an entire game where you're playing as a fucking cat and you relate to the character. What is it with these people? They need to see themselves in order to relate to fucking characters. Oh my god, they believe in the same things I do, but they don't look like me, so I can't relate to them. Adding to the controversy, HBO has nearly finalized its casting for Professor Minerva McGonagall, with that veteran actress Janet McTeer reportedly in talks. While McTeer aligns more closely to McGonagall's audience, with the McGonagall audiences recognized from both the books and Maggie Smith's iconic film portrayal, the shift in casting. Let's see, hang on. Okay, I can see it. It just like McGonagall didn't have much hair showing. She kind of had her hat covering the whole thing up, but get her in like the Professor McGonagall sort of outfit. I can see it. Yeah, that's pretty good. On film trail to shift raises further questions about HBO's overall vision for the series. I'm a terrible person. I was thinking something in my head, but I'd rather not say it. This decision follows a pattern seen across multiple legacy franchises in recent years, where established characters are modified under the banner of representation, often at the expense of their original identities, and they always end up worse because they lose whatever made them them. So, rather than developing new characters or expanding the Wizarding world with fresh perspective, Warner Brother Discovery appears intent on reshaping classic figures to fit contemporary Hollywood trends. Where does the Harry Potter reboot go from here? With John Lithgow already confirmed as Dumbledore, making him the very first American to play a major Harry Potter role, the series is proving to be a drastic departure from Rowling's strict British casting rule that defined the original films. Now, with Snape's cast breaking another long-standing element of the books, it raises concern over how much of Rowling's vision will actually remain intact. Yeah, we still haven't seen anything about the trio. Hopefully this is a reminder that Rowling is still a woke clown. Yeah. Like, just because she says that, biological women, trans women are really men, she's still one of you guys. She still believes everything else, but she just has enough common sense to where she's not going to say that, oh yeah, biological men who identify as women can totally have periods. Trans women are real women. No, they're men. If they're saying to you that they're having a bad period, you need to get them to the hospital, because that means they're bleeding out of their dick or their ass. And I can tell you, as a dude, we do not bleed out of our dicks and asses. There's something medically wrong going on. So, she was speaking common sense crap. But she's still one of you people. She's still one of you. Like, she's the one like, oh yeah, Dumbledore's gay. Hermione, oh, I never said Hermione was white. She's still one of you. But I love watching that side eat their own. But yeah, we got Papa Emeritus over here. Black Snape. It is what it is. It doesn't really matter. No one ever is going to ever match the passion and the just the amazing portrayal of Snape by Alan Rickman. It's not going to happen. And even if you go into this with a fresh mind of not even knowing who Alan Rickman is, it's just going to feel hollow. It's just going to feel hollow. And if we know anything from watching characters be, race swapped and this and that, you look at Doctor Who. Downhill. Lowest ratings in years. Lowest ratings in the history of Doctor Who. Because people are tired of the crap. Why not just make a new character? We're not saying keep diversity out of it. But why do you have to keep race swapping characters who are established, who have descriptions? It just doesn't make any sense. So why not make a new professor? Why not make a new professor and make them black? Why does it have to be Snape? Why does he have to be race swapped? Why not just make new characters? J.K. Rowling, she could say, oh yeah, there was a teacher named this that we never gave a description to. Their name was mentioned, maybe, but they were never given a physical description. Well, why not use that character? Why not make them black? This whole thing of we need to take people and race swap because you have fucking morons out there who can't relate to characters unless they can see themselves. Again, there is an entire game that you play as a fucking cat, and you can relate to that cat. You don't need to physically look like a character to relate to them. And they wonder why stories are so fucking bad now. But here we go. Yep, Black Snape. Black Snape. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.